All right, everybody, what's up? I hope you are having a beautiful, blessed day. I had to jump on here. I was down at the Clear White farm today. Baby, I done had a boop boop, a whole disappearing act in my mind. This video will also be on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to replay it at 10 p.m. tonight. Go to Latiska Powell on YouTube to see it again. I'm holding conversations with people that have little faith, and that's bothering me very, very much. And I'm going to tell you why. When I'm talking to somebody and they're telling me about a food shortage, that's what the president said, we're going to have a food shortage. We could never have a food shortage because the earth provides for us. We could never have a shortage of anything because we live in a world of abundance, pure abundance. Now, how we go into the stores and follow the lead, because I want us to understand that the government leads us to make decisions that are not, it's more about money than it is anything else when it comes to the government. Let me explain some things to you. The government will give it to you and take it away. Well, the government monitors how much money we bring in. And then once they get a count of what's coming in, guess what goes up? Everything increases because they want to keep us in the mindset of lack. There is no lack in life. It's the illusion of lack. You know, we're so busy looking at the outside of what's going on and paying attention to what the government says. The government has never been for us. And that's facts. You can look back over history and see how the government has not been for mankind. The government has its own motives, and it's time for us to awaken to these facts. This is not fiction. This is not something that I'm just making up. We are oppressed by the illusion of being oppressed. And I hope you get it, because everything that's going on has been going on from the beginning of time. It will forever go on. But where's your consciousness while these things are going on? I have a Christ consciousness that knows that I am a very abundant person in all of my ways. Everything about me, it is abundance. It just speaks abundance. I agree with God. Nothing is withheld from me. Nothing is withheld from you. But when we're talking about a government withholding food from people, I have a problem with that. And I don't know why nobody else has a problem with this. Don't get on the news, and I understand that discord sells, because they can't sell peace, but they can sell everything else under the sun to keep us divided, to keep us in survival mode, to keep us um, messed up in the way that we think. Our thoughts should be righteous thoughts at all times, that no matter where I am in life, God is with me, that I will never be forsaken and I will never be without. Not, oh, well, the government said such and such and such and such, and watch what they do. Well, look what happened with Corona. Look how many of us spoke that thing into existence without even realizing our own power. Look how many of us decided not to pray for the healing of a nation, but we decided to pray for a single family member, to protect that family member. But we didn't want to say a prayer to cover the nation, the members of the body of Christ. We never wanted to come together and pray collectively for this thing to go away, because see, God is present help. And because our thermostats on faith are so low, so low, and then most of our prayers are so low, meaning self-ish prayers, that we never go outside of ourselves to say, okay, I am a part of this. This is a part of me. What's wrong with us? Why are we not seeing these things clearly? But God is saying to change our state of mind because nothing is withheld, that you are loved and do not be deceived by the things that are taking place. Corona hit. Who made the profits from Corona? Think about who made the profits. There's only 13 families that really got it in the United States. The United States itself is not a country, it's a corporation. And you can look that up. That's law. It's not, it's a business. So now you're looking at a business inside of multiple businesses. All of these businesses incorporated under this corporation. Most of these businesses have taken oaths to something else other than the people. But are the people totally aware of that? No, because the people are steady trusting what has failed you over and over again, trusting what has not been your ancestors' friend, less long your own friend. We're talking about a government that took land from people. We're talking about a government that deceived people in a multitude of ways. We're talking about a government that will lead you into a fear that has nothing to do with what God has said to you. I am so sick and tired of listening to quote unquote religious people giving their freaking power away. It's doing something to me. I'm going to say it, it's pissing me off because the thing that you say you believe in, you don't have any faith in it. The thing that you say that you have a belief in, you limit it by the things that you say God can and cannot do. God is the controller. God sits on the shoulder of the government. It's not the opposite way around. But if your faith and your belief is being led into the government, where's God? Where you leaving God to do anything? You're saying, Lord, have mercy. But how can God have mercy on your consciousness that is unaware that you have pushed God away? That you believe in the things that you see after God has told you all things are possible to those that believe. So evidently you must not be one of the ones that believe that all things are, that these things will always exist. But where will you be consciously as they exist? Consciously, you have got to move up into another realm of thinking because just in that place right there, knowing that these things will always exist, that lets you know. So do I have to believe what I'm saying? Well, Atuska is evidence. You can see it on the news. Okay, cut the television off and walk these streets for yourself and see what you see. Go see for yourself the evidence that God is available right here, right now, and is alive in a lot of people is real. I do not consent to negative programming, and I suggest that you do not consent to negative programming. You've got to know what you believe in, that God is for real, and He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. How many plagues have come? How many times has the earth reconditioned herself and natural catastrophes have happened? Yes, too much is given, much is required. So, yes, I thank the souls that have sacrificed themselves for us to be here right now. Is that too hard to understand? It shouldn't be that hard to understand. We are constantly in a cycle, and it's being cast on us through media and negative programming. Where is the optimistic, healing vibration of love? Why are we constantly always distracted with something? I'm not being too insensitive, but the only thing I can do about the Ukraine is pray. Send some love over there. Lord, allow the love to fall down on that situation. That's all I can do. And that's just me just telling my truth. Until the people stop thinking like that, guess what? It's going to continue to go on. Until the United States stays in its lane and lets other people handle their own business, we ain't gonna do that. That's our business. That's what we always about. We got to go do this. We got to no, the United States. There's a lot of things the United States didn't have to do. 1933, the United States did not have to put the people up for money that they didn't have, but they did it. And how many of you know that? How many of you know what the Social Security Act really is? And what is it saying about you as an individual? How many of you know what your constitutional amendment in your state is? How many of you know the reason why you have to get a driver's license when you move is because you become a ward of a state? You become a property of the state. And because they can't control you, they control the paper that's attached to you, your social security number, your driver's license number. Why do we not question anything? Why is it we are sitting here, sleep like zombies, allowing this to happen? Let me tell you what I do on a daily basis. I acquire knowledge. There's a few things in life that don't make sense to me. So I decided to do a pivotal quantum jump out of the reality that I was in. I decided that. I made a conscious decision to jump out of the frame of mind that I was in. So I've been putting my every endeavor into researching laws. We aren't even citizens of a corporation. It's against the law to even say that you're a citizen of a corporation. 3-year sentence. We have been bamboozled. And I don't know about you, but it's doing something to me. And I like when it do something to me, I like to be done like that. Because see, I know I can't be stopped. When I feel the way that I feel, I know nothing can stop me from doing what I am doing. That I am an unmovable, unshakable, stubborn little girl, grown woman. And I speak and say what I want to speak and say, and I'm not afraid to say it, and I will stand up to anybody and question anybody. Because it is my God-given right to do so. And it's my God-given right to seek knowledge for myself. And so as I seek knowledge for myself, I'm not even seeking it just for me. I'm seeking it for every individual I know. And every person that's attached to that person that's attached to me. That is where I consciously come alive. Because this thing has something to do with my grandchildren. This thing has something to do with my friends. This thing has something to do with my family members. This thing has something to do with strangers I don't even know. This thing has something to do with humanity being taken advantage of. And I don't like it. And because I don't like it, guess what I'm going to do? Something about it. I'm going to do something about it because I know I can. Because I know that I'm full of intelligence, and that I don't know how to do, God will bring it to me. I have that kind of faith. God will show me what it is I need to see, and He'll bring it right to me. For the last 2 weeks, I have been in law. Now, mind you, I picked it up a couple of years ago, but these last 2 weeks, it's like a fire. I have gotten this thing down so much. My printer went out. My ink ran out. Baby, I ran to the library to go print laws so that my conversation wouldn't just be conversation. My conversation could be seen. My conversation would line up with my actions. And so that when this one moves, it's going to be a mighty move. It's going to be a move, a powerful move, so powerful that even those that don't believe will become believers. They will believe in something of a miraculous thing. That's it. They'll believe they'll know what a miracle is. And not bragging and boasting on Latiska, because it's not Latiska. It's the spirit in Latiska. And the spirit in Latiska says, we have got to set the people free from the illusion that has been going on for generations. That's what the spirit in me says. That no, it's not a conspiracy, as most people would have us think it's a conspiracy going on. The conspiracy is we don't quite understand that all things are possible. And we don't quite understand that what's been done can be undone. And it only takes one person to thoroughly believe that. With every fiber in me, to the marrow of my bones, I believe in me. I believe that the reason why I'm doing this is for us. See, we've been on this slave thing too long. We've been trained to be negative for too long. We have not remembered who we are as a complete consciousness of the Creator. That bothers me. Troubles my heart. So my promise to God was, give me the strength and the know-how to get this thing done. Not only give me the strength and the know-how to get it done, allow me to work from my heart and not my head. Because humanity is my heart. I am a part of that. Now, you understand what I'm saying? I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. If I have, you must have. If I lack, guess what? What are we doing? We were created to do. great works. We were created to make a way out of no way. We were created to change and undo what's been done. Y'all, I really love us. And as I free myself, I put it on paper. I free us all. All that can hear, I can free. But if you can't hear me, guess what? When it's your time, you'll learn. And you'll learn better by and by. That's how we learn. We hear something, we don't believe, and it'll keep coming back. Somewhere belief will set in. Then we'll look a little bit and we'll go on. But as I free me, I free you. That is my intention. And God knows my heart is right because I love the way God has loved me just that much to not allow this to continue on. Now, there's nothing I can do about what people uh, put on the news. There's nothing I can do about that. This is so much bigger than the news, but I'm just saying about the news. When you're looking at it, always consciously say to yourself, I do not consent to negative media programming. I am a child or a son or a daughter of the Most High God who created me to live and gave me free will to do so. I will be free, and freedom is mine because as it is in me, it shall be done on earth. God bless us. God keep us. And I love you. Talk to you later.